Guess who's back?
I've been f***ing with the AI thing on my phone.
Well, AI can be a very useful tool, and I suppose it's better than using MLST, which is what most flat earthers use. Oh, sorry, MLST is manual low-speed thought.
Funny, it's just the time that we're living in right now is unbelievable. I never, ever thought that the only thing in the world that has changed in technology are these stupid phones. That's it.
I love how he claims that the only thing that's changed in technology is the stupid phone, especially as he made a video himself a few months back claiming that phones haven't advanced at all. Make your mind up, will you? Chris, while you were looking at your cracked screen, the rest of us were watching autonomous vehicles learn to drive and AI leap from science fiction to running half the world's infrastructure. We're living in a world where your refrigerator is part of the internet. And you can hold a video call with somebody on the other side of the planet for free.
That's the technology. That's our advancement. Our phones. That's all. Nothing else. Buildings look the same. Everything looks the same. I can go back into my fucking neighborhood right now, and the sticker that I put on there when I was 5 years old is still fucking there.
Well, case closed then. I mean, if 5-year-old CC sticker is still there, then the Earth must be flat. Do buildings look the same? Yeah, kind of, I suppose. They might look like the same concrete box, but thinking nothing's changed since you were 5 is, well, it's wrong, isn't it? We've gone from drafty energy-sucking boxes to hyper-efficient, smart structures. Now, far be it from me to try and change the subject, Chris, but what does any of this have to do with the shape of the Earth?
I've been noticing the sun and the moon.
Now we're talking. Okay, Christopher, what exactly have you been noticing about the sun and the moon?
But I've been trying to explain to people, how close the closest star to us is. It's about 4.5 light years away. Okay, Alpha Centauri, is that what it is? Who the fuck cares? I mean, they just come up with these stupid names. Doesn't matter. It's a fucking light in the sky. Okay, that's all it is. It's a light in the sky.
Well, Alpha Centauri is a star system, not a star, but Alpha Centauri A and B, which are stars, are about 4.37 light years away. But let me get... No. Hang on a second. Why do you even care? According to you and lots of other flat earthers, space is fake anyway.
But this light in the sky, apparently you can see 4.5 light years away. You know what that comes out to in miles? That's 24 trillion. Trillion. That's a T. Not a B. A T.
Well done, that's close enough, but I have absolutely no clue why you keep saying trillion over and over again, and I know big numbers can be scary, especially when those big numbers don't work on your model, but 1 light year is still 5.88 trillion miles.
Trillion miles away. A flashlight. That's what you can see.
What an imbecile. What an ultra-maroon.
These ridiculous numbers, I'm shocked that nobody's actually come up and asked the professor, do you hear what you just said?
Do you? You've just called a star a flashlight, you doofus. Alpha Centauri A, for example, has a mass about 1.1 times that of our own sun, and Alpha Centauri B is about 14% smaller. So maybe calling them flashlights isn't accurate, Chris. I'm just trying to be helpful. So what flat earthers are saying then is if they can't imagine it, it must be fake. But what he doesn't realize is that these huge numbers, 27 trillion miles specifically, are the precise calculated result of using trigonometry and the known constant speed of light. The really ridiculous thing is thinking that the universe should be scaled to human-sized measurements. The universe is big. Stars are colossal. Get over yourself. It's not a conspiracy, it's just cosmology. If you want small numbers, maybe you should do an IQ test.
Special Officer Dookie reporting.
You just said that we can see a light that's 24 trillion miles away. Does that make any sense at all to you? Any sense at all?
27 trillion miles away makes perfect sense when you understand luminosity and the inverse square law. The Sun, which is near identical to Alpha Centauri A, converts 4 million tons of mass into energy every single second. That makes it and Alpha Centauri incredibly powerful emitters of photons, you know, the tiny packets of light energy. And these photons travel across space, spreading out as they go, but since the star is so astronomically powerful, enough of them still hit our eyes to make the light perfectly visible. So the real question that makes no sense is, why do you seem to think that the entire universe should operate on a scale like your backyard?
That's when you get the person who comes in, you know, get the white jacket on, put the glasses on, get the clipboard, and there you go. Okay? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, and that's why everybody's so indoctrinated. They can be pretty much told anything at this point. I get the space times or the science times, I think. I don't know who signed me up for that, but thanks, guys. I like to get the giggle in the morning every once in a while when I am told that there's planets out there that look like donuts.
So anyone who wears a white coat and carries a clipboard is just a puppet for the indoctrination machine. Now what he's calling indoctrination is just peer review, the rigorous, messy and absolutely essential process where thousands of other scientists try their hardest to prove the guy in the white coat wrong. That's how we achieve the scientific consensus. And as for his donuts, well done. You've discovered space journalism. Those are often just concepts or artistic renderings or funny analogies used to explain complex astronomical shapes, like a planet orbiting two stars or a unique planetary cloud formation. Real scientists, Chris, don't get told things. They work for decades to discover things, and they publish the maths, the data, and the photographic evidence which backs up their findings.
And ask him about flat Earth. Tell him about flat Earth. No, 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 and no. Negative. You keep your mouth shut.
Flippin' heck, I think that's the first time I've ever heard CC say something useful in one of his videos.
I mean, I can't believe I didn't see all of this before. I mean, all of it is just nonsense. Every single thing is bullshit. There's nothing out there that's real anymore.
What a grim way to live your life. No wonder he's so angry all the time. But I guess that means the phone he's filming his YouTube video on isn't real. The walls of his house must be an illusion. Look, if you dedicate your brain to finding reasons why every single fact, from, I don't know, basic stellar distance to architecture, must be a lie, you'll eventually achieve this enlightened state of complete paranoia. The nonsense isn't what's out there. The nonsense is the mental gymnastics required to look at the entire scientific catalogue of human knowledge and confidently declare it to be fake. The good news is, though, all the facts we use to crush flat Earth claims, well, those are very, very real.
What is happening to this world? I'm telling you, I live in the fucking Twilight Zone. This is nothing with what I grew up with. This is just the very opposite of what I grew up with, of everything. The government, money, happiness.
Bloody hell, Chris, are you having some sort of existential crisis? When science advances exponentially, the world does change rapidly. And if you choose to reject verifiable facts about the universe, like, oh, I don't know, the Earth being a sphere, then that feeling of being completely disconnected is entirely self-induced. You're confusing your personal discomfort with objective reality. And while you were busy living in the Twilight Zone, the rest of us are benefiting from global cooperation and the scientific methods that led to vaccines and space exploration and instant communication that you deny. Honestly, maybe his world just hasn't changed because he glued his brain to the past with the same kind of adhesive that holds his 5-year-old sticker to the wall.
I mean, I can't believe that people believe all of this shit, that we're traveling at this amount of rate of speed. When I could go to a lake early in the morning and it's a mirror. No movement at all whatsoever.
Well, thanks to Sir Isaac Newton and the concept of inertia, every single thing on Earth, including you, Chris, and that lake, is moving together with the planet at the exact same velocity. We're all one cohesive system. Think about it. If you're on a plane traveling at 500 miles per hour, you don't feel the speed because the air inside the plane is moving with you. The Earth is just really big, and the lack of movement on water doesn't prove that the Earth is stationary. It proves that physics works exactly the way scientists say it does, and that your brain, and every other flat earther, needs to catch up to the rest of the solar system.
That the clouds are what they say they are. They're not. They're not in the Earth's atmosphere. Well, yeah, they're in the Earth's atmosphere, but it's not moving. The clouds are moving. Okay, the stars are moving. The plane is moving. The helicopter is moving. You're not.
Oh, I love a little bit of self-contradiction. The clouds are moving, Chris. The plane is moving, you're right. And so is the helicopter. But what a letdown. You were doing so well and you went and blew it right at the end. That's not how Earth works. The reason the clouds are moving is because the Earth's atmosphere rotates right along with the Earth. If the atmosphere were a separate stationary bubble, the surface of the globe would be moving thousands of miles per hour faster than the air, effectively shredding everything. So the only thing static here is your basic understanding of atmospheric physics.
We brought this up a million times. Just take a chopper, hover up there for just 15, 20 minutes. Okay? I don't know the exact measurements. I don't give a shit. All I'm saying is if you did that, you wouldn't land down exactly where you landed off from.
Have you noticed that a lot of flat earthers make this stupid claim, but none of them, and I do mean not a single one of them, has ever been able to demonstrate it? I wonder why that could be. When a helicopter is sat on the ground, it's already moving laterally with the Earth at over 1,000 miles an hour, at the equator, obviously. And once it lifts off, it retains that speed and direction of movement because of Newton's first law. It's not sitting still in a vacuum. It's moving inside the co-rotating atmosphere that we just talked about. The fact that the pilot can take off, hover, and land exactly where they started proves beyond any shadow of a doubt that the air, the ground, and the helicopter are all one happy rotating family.
Stars, you can't see light that far away. I mean, you just can't. It would be impossible to see trillions and trillions and trillions of miles and see a light years away. It's impossible. Do you have any proof? No. But do you have any proof that I can see it? No. Here we are. The same fucking argument, the same shit.
Awesome. The false equivalence argument. I can't prove you were wrong, so you can't prove I can see it. That makes us even. Sorry, Chris, I don't think that's how evidence works. Just look up tonight after it gets dark. You'll be amazed just how far you can see. Don't forget to like the smash button before you leave, and I will see you all again in the next video. Love you. Bye.
That's all, folks.
So, I've decided I might as well sell all my dogging equipment on eBay. I'm not really using it. Nobody's bid on it yet, but 10 people are watching.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, ever, ever